So who's the greatest footballer of all time then? Is it Pele, Maradona, Thierry Henry? Well, not me, obviously. What about the greatest composer? Mozart, Handel, Bach? I'm sure we all have our favourites. But on today's Great Music Show, I'll be focusing on a composer who'd definitely make the starting lineup. His music's been used in movies from Jane Eyre to James Bond. His Ode to Joy is the European Union anthem. Chuck Berry wanted him to roll over, and there's even been a series of films about a dog named after him. He is Ludwig van Beethoven, and today I'll be finding out what makes him Premier League. And we'll also be talking about one of his most popular pieces, the Pastoral Symphony. Even though this music is nearly 200 years old, nobody quite like Beethoven captures a scene like this. It's the perfect soundtrack to a walk in the country. Coming up in the next half hour, I'll be telling you how the young Beethoven rose from humble beginnings in Bonn to find fame in Vienna, then the centre of the musical world. How he took music into a new age, and how he overcame deafness to write some of the most extraordinary music ever. Our performance is from the 2003 BBC Proms. It features the BBC National Orchestra of Wales, conducted by Christian Gansch. Beethoven described the first movement as cheerful feelings awakened on arriving in the country. Let's hear what he means, shall we? Today I'm in the beautiful Forest of Dean. It was this sort of landscape near Vienna that inspired Beethoven to write his magical work. He loved to escape the formality of Viennese society, which often tested his patience. He was never easygoing. He was quite stubborn, quite rude, and altogether fiery, passionate character. But in the Pastoral Symphony, he's a lot more relaxed, a lot more content, as he takes us on a musical day trip to the country. One man who's passionate about this music is broadcaster and Beethoven expert John Suchet.
There's something about Beethoven's music that inspires and uplifts the spirit. And I've heard from so many people who write to me since I published my books on Beethoven. I get letters from them, and they've all got their Beethoven story. For instance, one man who's now in his mid-40s, when he was 16, his brother was a soldier in Northern Ireland and was killed. 6 months later, his mother died. Only Beethoven's music got me through.
Beethoven was a revolutionary. He didn't think twice about breaking musical rules. As the first true romantic composer, he put himself at the centre of his musical universe. One person who knows his music inside out is classical Brit Female Artist of the Year, American conductor Marin Alsop.
The first movement is very simple. The idea of just getting together and going for a nice walk, enjoying the beauty of the country and, happy feelings in the country. And the way Beethoven achieves this, melodically it's very simple. Somehow, as human beings, we're all hot-wired to respond to certain keys in certain ways. And this key, not that you need to know, but it's F major. And F major is a very happy, open, sort of honest key. Very, very upbeat and almost easygoing in a way.
This house in Bonn is where Beethoven was born in 1770 into a family of musicians. Today it's a museum celebrating his life and a place of pilgrimage for fans of his music from all over the world.
Beethoven's grandfather was a brilliant musician. He was the Kapellmeister in Bonn. Beethoven's father was a mediocre musician, and the problem was that his grandfather dabbled in the wine trade. And so there were crates of wine in his house, and Beethoven's father used to help himself, and he became an alcoholic. Ruined his musical career.
His father taught Ludwig as a child. The story goes he used to drag him from his bed and beat music lessons into his son's sleepy head. Apparently this didn't put Beethoven off. He was soon showing a real flair for music. When he was 16, he visited Vienna for the first time and met the great Mozart, who is reputed to have said, "Watch this lad. Someday he'll force the world to talk about him." Beethoven returned to Vienna in 1792 to study with the great Joseph Haydn. Soon Beethoven was the talk of the town, dazzling audiences with the virtuosity of his playing and composing.